Yo. So, you know how sometimes you get this little crop fairy, and it slowly rolls in, and it magically grows a little section of your crops overnight? Well, you can actually get one to do this every single night, just about. And I'm just going to show you real quick how to do that, at least for all of spring. So to start out with, we are going to use a fun little starting seed I like to use, which is number 55807, because it has an artifact spot in the mountain area that has an ancient seed and a crop fairy that night. Now you can kind of do whatever you want every single day. Like I just do minor stuff because I'm lazy and it doesn't really matter too much. But the only thing I would actually recommend is making sure you plant quite a few crops, maybe like 10 or 20, and I'll get to that later on. Otherwise you can do whatever you want and you can just go to sleep as usual. Now once you completed your day, you should see this little fairy extremely slowly roll through and grow all of your crops. There's a chance that this won't happen, and we'll talk about that later on too. But for now, we'll just go into the next step, which involves the new game seed glitch, or dynamic seeding, some people call it. Now, technically this next day, we actually can't do the glitch, just because of the weather, and crop fairies won't work today no matter what, so just play through your day 2 as you normally would, and then go to sleep, and we'll get into how to do the next step. So for your third day, you just have to follow these very specific instructions. Quit out of your game and go to the new file selection screen. On the screen, click the little wrench and enter in seed number 82291 at the very bottom. And I'll have that in text so you can copy and paste it. After you enter the seed number, hit OK, and then back out of the new file creation to the main menu. Load your file and play it however you want, and then go to sleep as usual. And the crop fairy should show up as scheduled, and we can move on and repeat the same process over and over again. And I'm not going to show all this every single day. It's the same process every single day, so you don't have to watch it. And I'll just post a full table of every seed for every day that you have to do this. One kind of strange thing you'll notice is every time you do this and back out, it will create a new duplicate of your save file. Just always use the newest one to keep progressing through the month, or go back to an older one if for whatever reason the crop fairy didn't work. You can delete any of the old files and it shouldn't make any difference or cause any problems. And I also wanted to touch on how the crop fairy actually works, or at least from what I understand. When the crop fairy is scheduled to come by overnight, it does two things. It checks if the weather is rainy, and it checks if there is a crop in 100 randomly selected tiles. If the weather is rainy, then the crop fairy will not visit no matter what. And if there's no crop found in one of those randomly selected tiles, it also will fail to visit. But if it does find a suitable crop, it will grow everything in a 5x5 area centered on the tile it selected. So those two factors are why the crop fairy may fail, even with the correct seed entered. This is also why I recommended planting a decent amount of crops early on, just to increase the odds that the fairy will select a tile that actually has a crop in it to grow, basically. I restarted days pretty frequently to make this work, and sometimes I just sort of gave up, so don't get too discouraged if it doesn't work right away for you. It might take a little bit of trying. So once again, all of the seeds I used will be found in the description of the video, And I wanted to take a quick moment to mention how I got these seeds. If you're not familiar with the Stardew creator by the name of Blade, he does unbelievable work when it comes to code diving or developing tools for the, I guess, like min-max and hardcore Stardew scenes. And he has a bunch of Python scripts out there that you can use to find very specific seed conditions. So I just went through and found a bunch of conditions where there would be, ancient seeds or, just random stuff like crop fairies, ancient seeds, all the best seeds for this kind of run. I guess I should also mention that all the seeds that I have in the description on the traveling cart days, they will have a ton of ancient seeds. They'll have 5 ancient seeds on every Friday and Sunday for pretty affordable prices. So yeah, check it out. And check out Blade's YouTube and Twitch. I'll link it down in the description as well. But that's it. Tune in for some challenges coming up, and if you want, you can subscribe. No pressure, I guess. See you later.